Hey boys and girls, we are going to review some of the critical vocabulary that you have learned so far this year. And if you take a look at the two words in front of you, we have the first word is adventurous. And remember that someone who is adventurous tries to do new things. And an example of that word would be, we were feeling adventurous, so we ordered food that contained ingredients that we had never tried. Word two is unique. Something that is unique is different or one of a kind. Okay, so the cherimoya fruit is said to have a unique flavor that tastes like banana, pineapple, and bubble gum. And I hope I pronounced that right. So here are some more of those other vocabulary words that you've seen in the past, but just as a review, we want to make sure that we, continue to use them and remember them as we go forward. So word number one is pests. Pests are insects or small animals that harm crops or annoy people. While termites are considered to be pests here in the United States, in Uganda they are served as a healthy snack. Number two, edible. If something is edible, it is safe for people to eat. Many bugs are edible and can provide valuable nutrition to help kids grow healthy and strong. Number three, if something is forbidden, the word is forbidden. If something is forbidden, it is not allowed or accepted. In my family, we are forbidden from saying yuck before trying a new food. Instead, we keep an open mind and enjoy sampling new things. And number four, attitudes. Your attitudes are the ways you think and feel about something. You might need to change your attitude about eating bugs, as they could be on your school lunch menu soon. And one more final set of words that we've used in the past. Number one is react. When you react to something, you act in a way that shows you are aware of it. We watched her react with surprise when her name was announced as a finalist in the competition. Number two, astounded. If you are astounded by something, you are completely surprised by it. I was astounded that the contestants made such elaborate dishes in less than a half hour. Luscious, number three. A food that is luscious is tasty and often juicy. There is nothing better than a luscious, juicy apple picked from a tree and eaten right in the orchard. Number four, culinary. Something that is culinary is connected to cooking. My brother, who dreams of owning his own restaurant someday, will attend culinary school after receiving his high school diploma. We continue with number five, offense. An offense is something that makes you feel hurt, annoyed, or insulted. Please do not take offense, but I think I'm going to win the contest today. Number six, crestfallen. If you are crestfallen, you are sad and discouraged. The cooking contestant looked crestfallen when she opened the oven to discover that her cake had collapsed. And finally, number seven, opted. If you opted for something, you chose it. To create a healthier recipe, the chef opted to roast the vegetables instead of frying them. So I would like for you to go back and use these three sets of words and practice them. You can choose a partner if you like, practice reading through them, see if you can remember the definitions, but also see if you can create new sentences based off the word and the definitions that we've used here. Hello again, boys and girls, and we are going to look at text structure. And in front of you, you can see an anchor chart that gives some definitions and examples of different text structures. So I would like for you to remember that authors organize text in a variety of ways. The text structure they choose depends on what they are writing. Okay, so we see 4 different examples in front of us. So the first box shows comparison and contrast. Okay, and a shortened version of that is simply compare and contrast. And the purpose of this is to describe how things are alike and how they are different. And some common transition words that you will find with compare and contrast are but, both, however, and. And the graphic that you see attached to this is a Venn diagram. A Venn diagram is a very good way for you to compare and contrast 2 things. The next box is cause and effect, and the purpose of cause and effect is to explain what happened and why it happened. So some transition words here you should be on the lookout for are because, so, in order to, and as a result. Okay, and those will give you a hint that because something happened, there was an effect or there was a result. Okay, moving along, the next box we see is sequence, and the purpose of sequence is to explain events in order. So some transition words here you want to listen for are before, first, next, then, last, and after. Okay, and again, looking at the visual, you can see that we have boxes going in a certain order, a particular order, and that's showing you the sequence. And then finally, another text structure that authors use would be problem and solution. And so the purpose of problem solution is to show a problem and how it's solved. So some transition words here might be problem, solution, difficulty, or even the answer is. And you can see the graphic almost looks like a puzzle piece. So that would fit together. Once the problem is presented and the solution is found, they would fit together nicely. So the purpose of text structure in the story that we're reading, Seeds of Change, is helpful in a biography. And authors use chronological order to arrange events in a real person's life. So I would like for you to listen to the sentence I'm about to present, and I would like for you to listen and identify the transition words. Before I get ready each morning, I make breakfast. First, I toast some bread. Next, I put some peanut butter on the toast. Then, I add a sliced banana to the toast and peanut butter. Last, I eat my breakfast. After I eat, I get dressed for school. So you can tell by some of the transition words that were used that I was using, the text structure I was using was chronological order or sequence. So be sure to listen for those words as you continue reading in this week's story.